and we can address this at a different day, but getting behind that leg and getting the movement that you need to clear this elbow, it's not just turning into them. Sometimes when I'm in this position, sometimes I'll just sit out here and scoop. And as I do that, there's a little window that opened up here. Did you guys see that? But if I'm in here tight, I'll just step out, scoop. Look where I'm at, window. And it's right there frequently. And that's where, like, I'll hit you with that roll oftentimes, because that also opens that elbow. Sit, scoot, oh, look where we're at. Batman roll, the elbow's not tucked. Or, I'm here. So just little sit-outs can create space, so you can find those windows to get to that leg and get to that side. That's all.
So to that, you're going to get two very different reactions, okay, based on the person you're rolling with, usually. Okay, so he's going to do the same escape. I'm too far forward. He makes a little bit of space, whether it's with his back leg or his sit-out. Gets the hand through. Gable grips his hands, right? His butt comes high, and he's going to start circling behind me to get that shoulder to the back of my quad. Okay? The wrestler is going to stay head down, right? Start trying to pressure up and drag his leg free. Okay, they're going to keep their nuts pointed at the ground. All right? The jiu-jitsu guy, as soon as he feels that pain, because we're sissies, is going to sit underneath. Right? So as John starts to circle, he's going to let his hips go and start trying to go with it and attack this arm. Make sense? So you need to be aware of both. When I'm sucking that leg in, as long as you're glued to it, if I try to sit through for a triangle, you're still fairly safe because you're on top of the leg. Right? You're aware of what's coming. Right? They're looking either for the Kimura or the triangle. Right? But you can stay connected. With the wrestler, they're going to be belly down. They're going to be trying to drag the leg out. But they're usually not going to go to their back. All right? Unless they've been doing jiu-jitsu for a while and they're able to control those instincts. Easy enough? Cool. So, next one. All right? John's going to do the same escape. He gets that arm through. He locks his hands. Now, if my foot stays behind me, right, and I'm based on it, he's going to put his elbow on the ground and do the escape we just did. Right? If I tuck my foot underneath me, so I'm trying to sit back on his arm, okay, so he can't get that elbow through, I start looking for that other arm here. Now he's just going to take his head, suck my hip into him, and turn his head to the ground behind me, because I now took away my only post. Right? He elevates my leg, keeps that pressure on my ribs, right? And then he's going to start swimming underneath, switch his hips, start looking for side control. Right? So we just turn it from that heavy single into a dump. Okay? And that foot is going to tell you which way to go. That foot's behind, they have a post. I want to take them try and suck the leg out. Right? I'm going to pull the leg backwards, suck it into my chest. If the foot's in, then I'm going to use my neck and my head, turn their butt to the ground. But they'll do the work for you. Make sense? We just want to drill those two until it becomes habit, wherever the foot goes. Yes? Questions?
What happened to your left hand there? Why couldn't you post with that?
I can post it backwards. He's not taking me directly backwards, right? Even if I do, my hand's behind me, but my hips are pointed to the sky. I've got nothing. Now he's just going to run a double, okay? He's got pressure on me. My better escape here is to start pushing on his head and try and work myself out, right? But he's already claimed the position at that point. Right, so if I let him have that leg, and I don't, especially if I don't have a whizzer, I can look for the Kimura on the far side or a whizzer on the near side. Ideally, the whizzer will keep him from getting around behind me. I've got a few more options. Right? Whizzer, the head is probably your second best option, trying to step out, and then the Kimura on the far side.
I do want to repeat, Ian mentioned each time my weight stays on, right? So as I'm reaching back, my pressure was right on his hips and his legs.
I've done this to most of you, and that's where you feel like you're not 350 pounds. I'm only actually like 310, so it's a lot of pressure, right? All right, 1, 2, 3.